Thin layer chromatography. Unless your instructor indicates otherwise, use ethyl acetate acetic acid 200:1 as the developing solvent. Pre-equilibrate the developing solvent by filling an appropriate developing chamber containing a paper wick to a depth of about 5 mm with the solvent, covering it with a plastic wrap or an appropriate lid and sloshing the solvent up the sides of the chamber to moisten the wick. Then set aside under the hood while you prepare the TLC plate. Read or review Operation 19 carefully before you begin. Obtain a quarter tablet of the unknown analgesic drug and grind it to a powder with a flat bottom stirring rod or spatula blade. If the tablet is coated, remove as much of the coating as you can before grinding. Transfer the powder to a test tube and add 2.5 ml of 1:1 ratio ethanol dichloromethane. Thoroughly crush and mix the solid in the solvent with a stirring rod to dissolve as much of the solid as possible. Use a filter tip pipette to transfer most of the solution to a small vial, leaving the solid behind, and cap the vial. Use the solution of the unknown and all of the standard solutions provided to spot a silica gel TLC plate having a fluorescent indicator. To avoid cross-contamination, use a different micropipette or other spotting device for each solution. If possible, the unknown should be spotted in different concentrations from 1 to 3 applications at 2 or more locations along the starting line. With the standard solutions, use 2 to 3 successive applications for each spot, taking care not to touch the surface of the absorbent layer. Label the spots below the starting line with a pencil. Develop the plate under the hood in the developing chamber you prepared. Do not move or otherwise disturb the developing chamber until the plate is developed. Mark the solvent front with a pencil before the plate dries. When the TLC plate is dry, observe the spots under the short wave 254 nanometers ultraviolet light. Outline them with a pencil and mark the sensor of greatest intensity for each spot. Take care, do not look directly at the light source.